What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Turbo today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, okay? The reason why we're talking about Turbo first thing in the morning is I think that this is a rather pressing issue, and I want to take it down a notch, right? That makes it sound like this is a very, very serious issue, but it's time sensitive, but this is not something that's going to crash the price and things are going to go down to zero. But I do think that we're at a topping point, right? And I think that we're about to see this drop commence a little bit, right? I don't think that we're going to drop below this low. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we go back down to around this area, right around here, and then we're on our way back up. Effectively, my call is that yesterday's 26% pump, it's going to get eaten up. Whether it's today or it's over the coming days, I think that because of this move up, because of this bearish divergence, this move is going to get eaten up. Now, that doesn't have to happen. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. This is only bearish divergence. Hold on. Sorry, this is only bearish divergence as long as we close today red. Today right here red. So 9 hours, 51 minutes left. If we close today red, that is bearish divergence. You have a high and a higher high with a high and a lower high. But if it closes green, this RSI will continue to build, and it's not bearish divergence yet. So it is possible that you could continue to build. Let's look. Let's just see if you're at an area that makes sense to stop first. High to low. Well, you're right at the golden ratio. I'd say that that's a fine area to stop, if any. So yes, it's very common with the golden ratio when you reject it to come back and find support at the 0.5 and then continue higher, to come back to the 382 and then continue higher. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Whenever I said that we'll come back down here, it could be that we go all the way back down to 003355. And that would be quite a drop. Let's see. From the current price, that'd be quite a drop. I don't know if I see Turbo doing a 36% drop, but it is common enough to bounce at the 0.5 or even sometimes in this area. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If you do go below these prices, don't be worried, right? You'll probably find support at one of these resistance points. I don't think you go all the way to the 382, but a little bit of turbulence. Yes, a little bit of turbulence. From a low to a high, dude, you moved up a lot. 300%. Damn, bro. That's outperforming Onyx Coin even. You did really well. And if you come down to the 382, you're still up 147%. How many cryptos are up 147% from their April 7th lows? There's not many. There's probably not many at all. You know what I mean? So you're fine. Go down to the 382. You're fine. I'm not saying that you will, but I do expect something between the 0.5 and the 382, probably around these areas of resistance here, okay? Let's look at the 1 hour, and then we'll work our way up from there, okay? 1 hour time frame here. You can see the 1 hour is a bit bearish. The RSI is a bit bearish, where we went from getting into the overbought zone, building progressive, to now we're getting lower highs, lower lows. We kind of have a flat base here with descending structure here. That's not a good look. And then overall, right, it's kind of lower highs overall too. Went from getting into the overbought zone to rejecting the 60. Now we're getting below the 50, and who knows, we might be living below here. We'll see. And if we are, that would imply the hours to come, maybe even the next day or two, we have a little bit of a pullback. The 1 hour is not the most significant time frame, in a day. Let's see, from where we are right now, right? It's the 14th hour on the 27th. If we were to go to the 14th hour on 2 days from now, that's a lot of time. A lot can happen. You can go, you can go down and you can come back. Like a lot can happen in 2 days time. So you can resolve yourself certainly in a very short amount of time here. 4 hour time frame. Now this is where things definitely get a little bit more interesting to the downside as well. Actually, let's look at the 1 hour on the price too. There's one thing I want to look at, which is that we do, like the RSI, we have a flat base and descending highs. That's not a good look. Now, generally speaking, in a bullish trend, which you are absolutely in, bearish configurations aren't as powerful. But still, it's important to note that you do have a flat base with descending highs. That's not oftentimes a good thing, and that does to me, it does indicate what I'm saying here, which is that we're going to break out to the downside, right? Maybe what we do is we come down and we retest, whatever, this trend line here, something like this. And if we're looking at this on a daily time frame, does that even take us? Would that take us to the 0.5? Hold on. Low to high here, low to high there. Let's put it on the 1 hour and just see. No, it doesn't. So I mean, so what I would expect is that we do break through this trend line, but this trend line, it's a diagonal line. It doesn't matter anyways. Like you probably come down Oh, wait. This is the wrong fib. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I've got the wrong fib on there. You could hold the 236. You could hold 00420. You could. Let's see here. That's the wrong fib. This was the fib that we were using before. High to low. We were about to get a lot lower targets that wouldn't have made any sense. Let's see. Okay. So yes, still, I don't think that you hold the trend line, but as it's very common with these diagonal trend lines, it'll be basically as soon as you break through it, that's probably the area to buy, and then that's where we'll begin to grow. So something above 0044 is on the table right now, but below 004748, right? Something in this area here. I really do like that 0.5 area there for support. We delete all the stuff. We look at the 4-hour time frame. And the 4-hour also has some bearish divergence, right? We've got this high here, lower highs here, dramatically lower highs. That would call at least for a move that would take you to about 0048 right there. But again, oftentimes it's common to not just go where your divergence forms, but to go through it. So I'm very confident we do go a little bit below 0048. But to be fair, that actually that lines up pretty well with that trend line. You never know. It wouldn't surprise me if you found a little bit of support on it at first. Maybe you come up and you find some resistance here. But ultimately, I very much do believe that you're going to continue working your way down until you interact with the 0.5 or 382 or somewhere in that area of this fib from December 11th to April 7th, right? Until you interact with that 0.5, 382 area. So that's really all I have to say. I mean, inevitably, I do believe Turbo's making its way up. Let's just get this straight, okay? No thing makes a straight shot for its golden ratio and then it goes down, right? And then it's in a downtrend. No, this is the sign of more to come. But in any uptrend, there's highs and there's lows and there's higher highs and higher lows. You know, like it just that's how it is. So you're going down, you're going to form a higher low, and then you're going to go up. And I really don't think that you go as low as that. I don't think that you go down to 003355, but you could. And if you do, you're fine. Could you go lower? Sure. I doubt it. I really do doubt it, though. Let's see, from a low to a high here. What else is going on? Your 236 is right there with the 0.5. This 382 lines up with that 382. It's pretty common to find support on your 382 on powerful movements, but sometimes in very powerful movements you actually do find support on the 236. There's a lot of support right around here at 00443 to 00420. So something in that area, and then continuing on your merry way to the upside. Where are you going to go whenever you do move higher? You're probably going to go, I would think, immediately. Probably over the coming, like within the next week or two, you're going to be up at 0086 or maybe even above a cent there. So somewhere in this area, you'll find some turbulence, consolidate, getting ready for that final push, and then all-time highs. Here you come. By the end of June, we're looking for targets that are at 2.7 cents, 3.8 cents, maybe even 6.2 cents and beyond. Turbo, with this massive 152% pump, still has 10x or more potential in it. It really does. So you're not too late to the party. I just wouldn't say I would buy here, you know, especially with the potential for it to go down. That 10x turns into a 13x right there. And then even your minimum target turns into a 6x, where from the current price, it's a 5x. So a little bit of extra growth if you're patient, and if this does play out the way that I think it's going to. Nothing has to play out the way I think it's going to, but I do think, you know, this daily, it's not confirmed bearish divergence yet, but I think with the 1 hour and the 4 hour already having confirmed divergences and confirmed bearish looks, I would think that you do continue going down. So not financial advice, not a financial advisor. That's the call, at the risk of being totally wrong here, because you never know, man. This thing does defy gravity. It could just keep going up, but I feel pretty safe from a high to a low perspective, being right there at the golden ratio. I think that it would just make sense the way that this would play out. But I've got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Expect some volatility, and this is not me saying sell. None of this is saying sell. If you want to, it's probably a good opportunity, but you never know if it could keep going, right? We have a lot of growth potential left. So really what I'm saying is, if you want to buy, don't buy here. Don't FOMO. Wait. Just wait. You're probably going to get a better opportunity. All right. Take it easy. Bye-bye.